Rahubat, Rahubat. Welcome to the Horus Hour. Well, today I want to talk about what happens when you've been lied to for a long time. Whenever you've been lied to for a long time, I've noticed that it's hard to accept the truth. Okay? So if you've been lied to for so many years, you've been lied to since birth, okay, as long as you can remember, then when someone comes with the truth, it's hard to accept it. Okay. So our history has been told to us by our colonizer. Okay. So that's been passed down from our parents, to their parents and their parents. So your great great parents, great 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 grandparents, and so on and so forth. Okay. So as far as you can remember, your history is you was a slave. That's it. That's what they tell you. But if you read this, you'll know that that's not your history. You were not just a slave. You were a king, queen, okay? Gods and goddesses, okay? First ones on the planet to rule the earth. First ones on the planet Earth, okay? Key, whatever you want to call it. You were the first here, okay? Now, there's only one master teacher, Dr. Malachi Z.K. York. Okay? Don't be fooled by anybody else. There's only one. Okay? You might notice all these phonies are going down now. Okay? I won't mention any names, but you see all of these people that claim to be in a conscious community that's not being real are going down. Okay? Now, the master teacher, okay, was framed, okay, for coming out with the truth, okay? Why? Do you think the people that colonize you wants you to know who you are? Okay? Well, they took the chains off, but they still got your mind, okay? They enslaved you with the religion, okay? They're going to keep you enslaved any way they can, okay? So they take off the shackles off your feet, your hands and feet, and they just enslave you with the knowledge of Christianity, okay? Whatever religion, Muslims, Christianity, whatever religion you want to claim, okay? Because before religion was even around, we were all just in our African spirituality practicing Wusabat, okay? That's what we were doing, okay? That's what the master teacher is teaching now, okay? Dr. Malachi Z.K. York. Wusabat is the answer to the world's problems, okay? Whether you want to believe it or not, okay? But Wusabat doesn't go by belief. It's not a belief system. It's facts, okay? That's what the master teacher teaches, actual facts, okay? Here's one right here, actual facts series. This one right here, the, use your brain, use that nugget of yours, okay? Start off slow. I suggest you get one of these so you can at least know who you are, know where you come from, know the truth, okay? Get some right knowledge, the right, correct information, okay? Even this right here, this little $5 scroll, okay? Atarak, the way. That's right. Get that little scroll, okay? And you'll see exactly what the master teacher was doing, okay? Building a nation of our own, all right? See that? Building a nation of our own. And if you get some of these books, you can see exactly how he was doing it. Okay, building a nation of our own. And guess what? Learning our own language. Okay, learning your own language. And learning your own language is going to actually heal you. Okay, because it's teaching you so much. in your language on how to do things. Okay. You're going to learn how to use your brain. Get this one right here. Okay. Learn how to use that nugget. All right. I was looking for another book here. Oh, yeah. Here it was. Nation building. Okay. What other spiritual leader do you know that was doing things like this? Who's written over 1,000 books? Okay. So Dr. Malachi Z.K. York has written over 1,000 books. Okay. He has come with the right knowledge. Okay. 76 trillion years of knowledge and information, the correct knowledge and information, true knowledge and information, facts. Okay. Wusabat is about facts. Okay. That's what it's about. Okay. It's a culture. Okay. Spirituality, true African spirituality. Okay. That's what it is. Okay. Living by natural laws of nature. All right. Yeah. Don't do any blood sacrifices, none of that kind of stuff. Don't even eat meat. Okay. Learn how to live the correct way. Okay. Learn how to live the way. All right. The correct way. Eat clean. Okay. You're going to take care of your body inside and out. That's how you're going to do it. That's what you're going to learn. Okay. You're going to learn the truth. All right. Hey, these things, listen, that's the story. That's a story to tell, okay, about when somebody's been lied to. All right. Years ago, I had a daughter. I had custody of this daughter. And this daughter, mine, got kidnapped. Okay. Luckily, she got kidnapped by her own mother. Okay. So since I had full custody and her mother took her, I guess the police wasn't worried about finding her, put it that way. But she was still on milk cartons. Okay. So yeah, I had a daughter and my daughter was on milk cartons. And anyway, years go by. Okay. So she's 3 when she gets kidnapped. Okay. So I get a letter in the mail. Okay. That I'm being sued for child support. I'm like, what? How am I being sued for child support? That's kind of crazy when my daughter was kidnapped and they're supposed to be out looking for her mother. Okay. But anyway, that old saying that blood is thicker than water. Okay. You can throw that saying out the door because it was my own cousin who helped my ex-wife kidnap my daughter. Okay. My own cousin. Okay. She's missing all that time. So my cousin knew where she was. Okay. Supposed to be a blood relative. All right. Blood thicker than water, right? How crazy is that? So never told nobody where my daughter was, that my daughter was missing and all the trauma she was going through. Okay. So anyway, I ended up having to go to court. And so I haven't seen my ex-wife since, my daughter was 3 and she got kidnapped. Okay, so we're in court and the judge says, oh, okay, we have to establish visitation rights. And then my ex-wife says, visitation? Wait a minute. He's going to get the chance to see her? He goes, yeah. She goes, I just want to get child support. And he goes, well, no, we do the visitation first. Okay. We have to get Mr. Green established with his daughter. She goes, he's not the father. It's like, wait a minute. He's not the father. I said, well, Judge, yeah, I am the father because I delivered that baby. So it's like, okay, we got to hold off on the court. You guys got to go get a DNA test and all this stuff. Come back. The baby wasn't even mine. Okay. And I mean, it was no chance. It was like so many nines, it wasn't even like a 9.8 chance like that. It was like, oh, 999999999, just all nines going across. It's like no possibility at all that this was my daughter. Years go by now, because this time when I find her, she was 9 when I had to go to court. So now years go by, okay? So she's just been told lies, okay? Her entire life, she has no idea what happened, okay? So she ends up getting in contact with my niece, okay? And when they were little babies, these two were inseparable, okay? I was a single parent at the time, so everywhere I took my daughter, I would take my niece too, okay? They hung out so much together, they thought they were sisters, okay? So that's how much, my niece would hang out with me and my daughter. And anyway, so they get in touch with each other. They're in their 20s now, okay? She's about maybe 23 at the time, okay? And she's got kids of her own now. And we get in touch, and she tells me the story, that she was looking for. She's just trying to find her dad, who her dad is, and that my name is on her birth certificate. And I was like, yeah, I've, told her what happened. I've been looking for her and, all this stuff, and told her what happened when we went to court. So her mom still hadn't told her who her real dad was. And so she tells me that her mom told her that we were never married. And I said, what? I said, wait a minute. Your mother told you we were never married? So that was a story she believed. She believed that me and her mother was never married, and just described me as this horrible person and all this stuff. And so I said, well, I got proof that me and your mom was married, because I gave her a picture of me and her mom at the wedding ceremony. Her mom is wearing a wedding dress. I'm wearing a tuxedo, and her big brother at the time was holding a little pillow with the flower with the ring on it. Okay. He was a ring bearer. And I gave her that picture. Okay. Do you know she still looked at me as if I was the liar when I'm giving her proof? Okay. Her mother told her that I didn't come in the picture until she was 1 year old. I gave her a picture of me, her mom, and her little brother, or her big brother. And her mom had this big old stomach. Okay. So it was obvious that we were together. I'm showing her the pictures of me, her mother, and her brother, and her mom with the big pregnant belly. All right. Then I show her a picture of her when she was a week old, maybe 1 week. And it was her and her brother, and another picture of me and her brother when she was that little. Okay. So she's got photographs. Okay. But she has been lied to for so long, since she was 3 years old. She had been lied to. She still could not believe the photographic evidence that was right in her face. This is the same way we do the master teacher, Dr. Malachi Z.K. York. Okay. He has written over 1,000 books. He has so much proof that he is Troth Tahiti, that he is the man from Planet Risk to come and give us the right information on how to save ourselves, because there's no Jesus coming to save you. Okay. You have to save yourself. And he's come to teach us the correct way to do it, the right way to do it, through love, through peace, harmony, through unity. Okay. So that is what he's been teaching. That's what he's working on, okay? And for doing that and bringing all this true knowledge, okay? Do you know how powerful that makes you when you can do this, okay? If you knew the power that you have within you, all right? So they had to get rid of him. They had to put him in jail. They had to make false accusations against him. How else are you going to stop somebody that intelligent? Okay. Dr. Malachi Z.K. York speaks 19 languages. Okay. So, yes. All right. He's the man that can teach you the right way, the correct knowledge. Okay. All right. Who else has did anything like this? All right. You guys gave all your money to Dr. Umar, and where did it go? Okay. He was having you give him all his money, and what happened to it? Okay. I didn't like that guy for one reason. He has so much knowledge, and he never said anything about the master teacher, about all the great work he was doing to try to help our community. So that's why I never paid attention to that guy and never gave him any of my money either. Okay. But we need to rebuild Tamaray of the West. Okay. 56 acres. Yes. They were trying to stop him. Okay. They were trying to stop him. But okay. When they locked him up, he wrote even more books. Okay. That's what happened. They tried to stop him. You can't stop greatness. Okay. So it's time to free the master teacher. Okay. It's time to free the master teacher and make this world a better place. So, Ashok Wadu.